If you found this video, you found it for a reason. All of these synchronistic moments that you have been through and you are continuously going through, you're meant to experience certain things in your life. You are meant to go through those things. Because in the coming to terms with it and going through the drama, being lost in the game, playing it really intimately, you're losing sight of the reality of what's actually going on. And sometimes, if it's fun and joyful, that's okay, because you know where you're going. You're going somewhere great. But if it feels anything else than that, there is distortions within the field. Perhaps it's just in certain moments, with certain situations, that sometimes just arise, right? Those things are the ones that needs to be looked at. This is where you can't just manifest. Well, you can, of course you can, but we advise that you also look at your shadow, basically, to integrate the shadow. That is a term that many people are used to, but many don't realize the reality of why that is so important. Because nowadays, marketing, it's so easy, everything is sold as another product and another this and another that, and everything is just products and options. No one really knows what the heck is going on, but I'm trying this product and that product. But what we're trying to expand within your awareness is your comprehension of your reality as a soul embodied human, living here on these planes, getting used to being in a body and knowing the game, learning the game, learning that it is about growing in more trust. And that is things like uncomfortable situations, like right now. There's someone here, there's someone there. And we are relaxing the body because we as the soul, we know that we're operating, we know the correctness of what we are sensing within this body and this sensing faculty that is the body, all of the energies. We can feel that and we know what that is in truth now. And it's also important that we are responding correctly to the level of frequency that there is disturbance. There are many interpretations. Killing a mosquito. Oh, I'm killing a mosquito. But if something is harmful to my body, I have the right to disintegrate that. Because of my body and my integrity with my body. So it's important that we have correctness and correct value where we see most light flowing through the system. That is really the only purpose here. There is no debate on anything. We are reading what produces most energy. And that is what matters. Because when you produce more energy flows through your body, your lumens, the light that you emanate, literally turns up. It is a literal scientific process that you can measure by being in your body and observe when you do certain things. Observe. You have to do it yourself. You can't wait for some other scientist that can never measure anything that is inside of your own body. It has to be experienced from the inside out. It can't be taught from the outside in completely. It can be, there is a guidance there. But for you to experience what we're talking about, to be the soul and operating a human, there needs to be training in order to train yourself back to seeing the reality of this matrix. This is what this is made up. It's artificially made with lots of manipulative ways of keeping it there. That is the nature of the dualistic perspective. That is what that old world is. And so all of that is what we are identifying, and we're basically knowing how to maneuver that so that we go forward with what is best for our upliftment in frequency. That is what will eventually bless the most people also. There are many misconceptions and misperception about what reality is. And they're humans. This is a practiced game. It needs repetition to truly master this. We're not talking about cruising and just being all sent out, and we're talking about conscious creation with Gaia and connected to your soul. That is what the training is here. And that is what you can sign up for free to get started by clicking on the link in the bio. And that is to train into this way of being. A soul seeing things accurately, seeing what signals actually mean what, and fully comprehend and close all of these dualistic games that you have been in. Because many beings are still just running around in these stupid, childish games, really, blaming each other and getting triggered or pretending that they're better than or less than, or all of these games to compensate for the lack of comprehension of what you are and what you're here capable of doing, which is correcting your own life. Be self-directed, self-corrected, correcting yourself, that you can see clearly yourself and not getting lost in other stories, basically. Right? So, if you're ready to get started with that, there's a link in the bio, and this is what we wanted to share for this one. Thank you so much for being here. We have been making a lot of changes, actually, with the entire structure of this this baby right now, and yeah, you will see everything will be communicated in the newsletter. My body could feel that one. It was just a really good sting. I have to look at that as acupuncture in these states so that I don't get too distracted. You know what I mean? Oh, that's funny. All right. Yeah, I get a bit distracted with these mosquitoes. I must admit. It takes me a little bit out of the zone. So we'll see. Maybe I'll Maybe I'll get some mosquito repellent or something natural that doesn't disturb my circuitry too much. I think that could work. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And yes, everything will be sent out in the newsletter if you are signed up for the newsletter. If not, just sign up for the 28th day and you will be added to the newsletter as well. All right. Take care. Ciao.